Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about lumbar decompression or microdiscectomy. Many of you guys have been suggested to go for surgery, and some of you guys probably want to know whether should I go for surgery or not, or is that a good idea to go for surgery. In this video, I'm going to talk with one of my online clients, Raminta, who have done a microdiscectomy surgery a couple of years ago, and she had some complication after her surgery. In this video, she's going to discuss about that. Also, she's been suffering from chronic lower back pain for 20 years, and now she's going to share with you how is she getting on after following my rehab plan online post-surgery, and now she's in a different phase, and she's going to tell you what really helped her with her recovery. And if you have any question regarding to your surgery, you may get some answer in this video. If you've never been to this channel, my name is Bob. I'm a physical therapist. I help people globally through online consultation and rehab plan, and help them to get back to full capacity with step-by-step plan and clarity about what they need to do daily for full recovery. If you wonder how I help them, you can watch this video and get more information. Let's get started.
I think the best way that we can start this would be maybe we go back from our last call, because you've worked with me before in last year, and we had quite a kind of like a successful progress for you from the start, because you were having quite a lot of pain for quite a long time. Maybe give a little bit of a brief from people like who's listening to this video. Why did you contact me initially, and what was the issue? And how long you had that injury, Raminta?
I contacted you because I had back pain, lower back pain for a long time, since I was first time I recognized that it's really painful. Then I was 16. I'm 37 now, so it's quite a gap.
Exactly.
That pain I had for a long time. I went multiple times to the doctors to check what it can be and why it is so, and I never had any scans done or photos. They just said, yeah, it's just anatomically like this. You were active, you were living a teenage life, dancing,
Yes.
and you know, I was always pretty active. So I was always blaming, I'm too active, I get this, but it's fine.
Got you.
And at 2019, I got super bad back pain, and the doctor sent me to the physio, which did not help, and I got a herniated disc, and then I got the surgery.
Got you.
So the surgery itself was successful, but after 3 months, I got again pain, and the herniated disc came back. And since then, for a couple of years, I was continuing to go to the hospitals to do blockades for the nerves, to try all the different kinds of treatments, medications.
Got you.
Physiotherapists, multiple of ones. I think how
Yeah.
much you can have in my area, I visited all of them.
Got you.
Psychologist also for pain treatment.
Pain management.
I was really going crazy with that.
Yes.
And then I contact you because I got advice to do another surgery, and I was not fine with that.
Of course.
I thought, for how many times I'm gonna cut myself open,
exactly.
and what's gonna be the end of this, because I'm still young and I'm still facing my future.
Yes,
so that was
which means
last year.
In 2019 was the first time that you realized that you have this herniation. They asked you to get an MRI, and the back was quite sore, and they suggest you to do the surgery, and you went for the surgery, and
yes,
then
I did.
The back was fine for maybe 2 to 3 years, you said, right?
Yeah, 2 to 3 months it was okay.
And 2 to 3 months. Got you.
And then I got the pain again.
Reherniation.
Yeah, and then I got the scan, and they told me to do again another surgery.
Wow.
And I said no. So I just was trying to do different treatments to help myself.
Radical surgery, I suppose.
Yes. And then it went quite okay for a while. And my daughter, my second kid, was born in 2000. 21.
Yes.
And the birth, giving the birth went totally fine, and
Got
you
you.
know, there was nothing wrong with it. I was super happy because I was
Yeah.
super scared. The back and the
Yes.
hips, everything is
Of
connected.
course. Yes.
And after a year since she was born, then the pain came back.
Of
So
course.
2020, in the middle of 2022, I started again to check what's happening. I got multiple scans.
Mm-hmm.
I got medication, I got blockade, and still the
Yeah.
end was we advise you to do the surgery because you
Surgery.
have 3 hernias.
Wow. Yes, that's
So
quite scary. And in
it is.
somehow, yeah, in somehow you decided to not to do surgery, and then you contacted me last year, and we started your rehab plan. I
Yeah,
suppose we did a kind of like a one video initially that we share with people your progress, and you were
we
doing.
did.
I mean, I was very excited to see that you can get back to some sort of capacity of activity. And I mean, today I'm more excited to see you again. I suppose to share more progress with people, and also discuss about things that you've learned over the course that we work together, and understand what is pain management or even living with back pain means, and share some of the things that were very helpful for you, for example, in regards to your recovery. Okay, then from last year, Raminta, I suppose maybe just share with people how much your routine since we start your plan until now has changed, and maybe share with them what do you think actually helped you the most.
The most what helped me was the plan what we had. We were working together, I think 3 months, 12
Uh-huh.
weeks, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was filling on the Excel all
Details,
day
yeah.
steps and everything what I was doing. From there, I really learned how to monitor myself.
Mm-hmm.
To what have I done previous day and why my back or my muscles or why I'm not feeling okay. What's the
Gotcha.
reason? I'm still doing it till now.
Amazing.
So I'm not feeling it in anymore, but it's somehow just
Just
in my
habit.
head. It's
Yes,
just habit, and
of
I really
course.
follow it. And if I'm feeling okay, I know that it's just fine. But if
Yes.
I'm not feeling okay in the morning, I wake up and I feel that one side is not. Did I sleep
Yes.
bad position? Did I overdid something day before? What's the
Yes.
reason? So then I can really try to change it without being scared that something I broke, that
Yes.
there
Or
is
damaged.
or damage,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that one, that's the number one. It's more probably for trusting yourself,
Trusting your back.
that
Yes.
you can, yeah, to gain your trust back into yourself, that you can again do things
Mm-hmm.
without, you are kind of out of the scary moment, it's more freedom.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
more happy hormones, I guess,
Yeah,
also.
because you're active, you know what I mean?
Everything changes.
Absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
been a year now, so I'm totally fine with that. I'm super happy with the result I reached for myself.
Amazing. Amazing.
And the plan, what I was working with in the beginning, I was really scared because this is online.
Yes.
We never met
Of
in
course.
the real life. I
Yeah.
hope one day,
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, you maybe be gonna come to Dublin, or I come to
maybe.
Holland. Yeah, 100%.
But in your head, it's kind of skeptical thing
Of
because
course.
how this is gonna work, how I'm gonna show him, how I'm gonna point him,
Yes,
where the pain is, how it radiates, how this is gonna work. But at the end, it
100%.
worked fine. But the beginning was a bit tough because I started to move. My muscles, I guess, needed to a bit
Adapt.
adapt to
Absolutely.
new movements, and
100%.
there was the point where I was feeling comfortable with it. It's getting better. I'm having less pain. I can do
Mm-hmm.
more things. And then I overdid it with my kids. Let's take the bike and let's go for the ride, out
Yes.
of nowhere,
Yes.
spontaneously with me. And it went bad again.
Yeah, you got sore again, technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And I overdid it. And that was the moment then, okay, I need to slow down. This is going to be a long time. This is going to be the trip for life, probably.
Yep.
And I need to learn to adjust this in my daily routine because this is not going to go no how else. You know, this
Absolutely.
is,
Which means whenever you increase your daily activity too
yes,
much, you see the next day your symptoms gonna get a little bit worse. And it kind of like give you this perspective that, you know what, you understand that, okay, I've done too much the day before
yeah,
or that week, for example. And in somehow like you learn that, okay, I'm in the level that I can do X and Y, but I can't do all of them, things that I wanted to do in one day or very repetitively every day. But gradually I can build up and do more. Because
yeah,
obviously, like from where we started until now, you've changed
yes.
so much of your activity, right? Like, like maybe just share with people how much your daily routine has changed from where we started until now.
Where we started, I was just, I'm a mom of two. So
Yeah,
my routine was pretty much kids, groceries, bring kids to school, pick up kids from school, do the
yep.
groceries, clean the house. You know, fine
Mm-hmm.
with that, but it was just basic. I didn't had time for I had time for myself, but I did not
Yes.
had clear
Clarity.
path and
Yeah.
clarity. What do I need to
What to
do to
do.
help myself? So
Yes.
I was just always struggling with the pain. It's fine. It's after birth. It's after this. I did
Yes.
it, you know. And at
Of
what
course.
and then you start the training, you know, the exercises, the mobility exercises.
Yes.
And then I saw that this is working. So I was keep doing this now for as I said for I think almost a year
Yes.
since
Yeah.
our plan.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I went to the point where I can freely move. I'm swimming. I'm
Amazing.
going for the swimming pool twice a week, 2 hours.
Amazing.
That's just I'm super happy because it's my thing to do to run away from my problems.
Absolutely. Here you have.
Um, I can go for a jog. Momently,
Amazing.
I stopped it because it's too rainy in Holland, and I'm
Yes.
afraid to slip and
Sleep. Yeah.
damage something else.
The same is the same thing here. Yeah.
I went back to the mountain biking. So
Amazing.
that's another thing of me what I like. I'm not doing as much as I used to do before. I was gone for a all day since 6 in the morning till 8 in the evening. You know, I'm not
Yes.
doing this,
Yes.
but for different reasons. I don't know how my body would react if I would do it now all
Yeah, but that
day.
was you mean after before you say before you injury.
Yeah.
Yes, I get you. I get you.
And now I really cut it to hour of two, and it's just fine. I
Yes,
get I get that bite.
of
I
course.
enjoy it.
Yes.
It's perfectly. And recently I signed up for Taekwondo.
Amazing.
That's the martial arts, and I was really afraid of that because
Yes.
this is a pretty intensive sport, and I was really thinking how this is gonna affect my hips, my all
Yes.
the pelvis, my
Yes.
back, and with what I will need to deal. So luckily that the school has its policy that if you don't feel that this is comfortable, don't push yourself, and there is
Yeah.
nothing must. So I'm
Yeah.
really on that. I'm not, let's say I'm a bit between the middle and the max of what I can do for myself,
Yeah. At this
70%. I'm
moment.
not
Yeah.
trying 100%. I'm still uncomfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
But so far it's going good. So
Yeah.
from doing nothing because I was scared to do whatever, to
Absolutely.
more than just normal regular mom life, to
Yes.
really active life. Every day I try to do something. If it's not gonna be swimming, it's gonna be walking. If it's not walking,
Yes.
it's gonna be taekwondo. So my
Amazing.
life, I'm having my body back. And
Absolutely.
the third thing, which one really what you put in my head, you know, in my daily life, was that our body is made to move, and you
Absolutely.
shouldn't be scared about that.
100%.
Every time then you have a bit pain there or there, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna move. I'm not. I'm just gonna lay down. I will wait until it's over. So that one
100%.
clearly did not work for me because my body loves to move, and if I don't move, I get more stiff muscles than just I'm moving. So that's the journey, the last year journey.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, and like you're definitely right, Raminta. Like, from the perspective of, adaptation, our body, kind of like, especially after injury, you had an injury, you had a surgery, and surgery is quite invasive in a sense that your nervous system can become very sensitive after surgery about any movement in your back. And that's one of the things that I try to explain to my patient is that some people need surgery and they have to do surgery for
Yes.
their health, and it's compulsory, but you want to avoid surgery as much as possible because
Yes.
even if you have a successful surgery that you didn't, you still have some side effect like overprotection of your nervous system with the back, your fear of, I suppose, movement or challenging yourself or bending or twisting your back. And typical suggestion that I have seen with my patient who do the surgery is to don't bend, don't lift, don't do anything that challenge your back, which is quite concerned because then technically you're not going to leave. You know what I mean? You're going to leave in a box that you don't do anything. And plus, there's a lot of fear come with it after surgery that you don't want to go back to that square that you were before surgery and you were in so much pain and a lot of kind of like limitation with your body. And to break down that fear and apply some day-to-day activity, it takes a lot of courage and time. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing that I really wanted to share with people. As we can see, like we are working for more than a year now, and you progress so much, to the point that you can do jogging, you can do swimming, you can do taekwondo, you can do your day-to-day activities and walk like your daily steps right now, like could be, you were saying that sometimes around 15,000 steps, right?
Yes.
That's quite a lot of activity and being a mom at home. Now you have pushed that far that you can do all of these and manage your pain and the symptoms. Now, there are days that you do a little bit more than what you usually do and you feel it the next day.
Yes.
But back in your mind, there's one message that comes up that I haven't damaged something. I'm not going to be flat on the ground and not do things. And I'm not going back to the first square. And you have this self-management for your symptoms that what should I do next, which means you're not stuck. And since we start your rehab, how many physio you saw after you seeing me?
A lot. I visited a few physiotherapists in my own country.
That was before me, before you visiting me, right?
Before you.
Yeah, before me. But what about after you saw me, Raminta? Have you seen any physio?
No.
Exactly. That's a self-management, which is quite a valuable, skill to gain, for your symptoms, because you don't feel like I need to go check my symptoms anymore.
While we were still working together and during the plan,
yes,
we were in contact for a year, but
yes, of
specifically
course,
those 3 months,
yes,
I was still going to a psychologist because of the burnout.
Of course.
And I finished, I think I was going there for a bit more than a year.
Got you.
After we started the plan, I think the last weeks, I told you that I just quit it.
Amazing.
Because it's a mind game, I guess. They want to help you, and I was complaining about my fear, about the pain, about how I don't believe in myself and I don't trust my body. So that's for me was super important thing. And they were giving me advice of to see the fear as a monster, which one is living with you, and you need to let that monster come in your life. A bit childish. But I just saw that the more I go there, the more scared I'm getting because I have no idea how to manage this in my head. So I really focused on my body, on the breathing, also on the intake of the water. I started cold showers, which one's really in the morning. Yeah. I'm still doing it. I'm not doing completely cold shower, but after each morning, after having warm shower, I have 10 minutes of cold shower. It really wakes me up. It really, it's some kind of a flash for my muscles.
Yeah. Shock your system. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
that one is also game change for me, at least.
Very
I
good.
don't know if
Thanks for
many
sharing
people
that.
likes
Yeah,
that.
because like, you know, why not? You can try it.
You can always try it, you know, it works
Absolutely.
for me.
Yeah.
But it's really you should not stop at the point where you feel already comfortable, and you should really need to progress yourself, challenge yourself also, but not overdo it.
Yes.
Because I also had moments where I trusted myself too much.
Yes.
In the last year, I trusted myself too much. I thought, oh, I'm fine, you know, this is no
Improving
pain,
a lot.
nothing. I
Yes.
can manage it, you know.
Yes.
And you just jump this a little bit too high, and
Yeah.
the next day, oh, you know, okay,
Yes.
maybe. But I do have the point where I doubt, should I do it or should I not? So it means that in last year, I really learned to listen to my body, to the signs,
Very good.
to understand. I can also understand where the pain is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot check it on my own, you know, not a physician. Anatomically, I know where it was,
Yes.
where is what, you know, and how the
Of course.
muscles and the joints and the spine, how it works. I do
Mm-hmm.
understand. But I really can now, okay, now this is my leg. The pain I recognize, this is my muscle pain, or this is my nerve pain, or this is my
Yeah.
joint pain, you know? Those things really was super handy also during the sessions with you, because you also give
Yes.
the peace of mind that, you know, Raminta, nothing is broken. You did not damage nothing. You just
Yeah. I mean, you
breathe
can
in, breathe
technically.
out, and you
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
take some rest and check another day. And if you learn this to manage it in your head, that don't let
Over
it,
panic.
yeah, don't panic, then it's gonna be fine. But if you start panicking, there is no end. You know,
Yeah.
it's just gonna grow, and at one moment
Absolutely.
you're looking, oh, you know, what
Yeah.
now?
100%. And I
That
think
one I
it's
have.
very common with chronic pain, Raminta, you know,
Yes,
because, you know, when you have had experiences of bad pain, you know what I mean, and some pain that you really got stuck, you know, and stop you from being active, you always catastrophize and, you know, say, I don't want to get back there. And that fear is huge. And I think, one of the things is that I believe it really helped people like yourself unconsciously overcome that fear is that graded exposure to new activities. You know what I mean? Which means you slowly challenge yourself over that even 12 weeks. The exercise that you start in the first week was so different from the exercise that you've
definitely.
done
Yes,
at the end of in 3 weeks, 3 months. You know what I mean?
yes.
And I think unconsciously you start to realize that I can actually trust myself more, not by me telling you that you're doing better, by you doing them
No, yourself. Yes.
and regain that confidence. I think practicality is so important, and I think people sometimes need to just get some help because there's so much information out there. You know what I mean? And I think we discussed about this in the first video as well. That like I get so many questions on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you call it. And a lot of people have so many confusion about even their injury. And they think that there is always an answer, like a short answer to their problems.
That's what you expect, you know. I was expecting it myself. They're gonna, because then I had the surgery.
Yeah.
My question was, can I live a normal life after that? Because I had a drop foot.
Yes.
And 70% of my leg was
Weakness.
totally numb.
Yeah.
That one I will also tell what happened during the last year with that numbness.
Yes.
But the surgeon told me that, Raminta, you're gonna live just normal life. You can have kids, you can do your daily activities, you can do this, you can do that. So I was like, yes, you know, this is gonna solve my problems. It did not, because after that I did not have right guidance. That navigation I needed, you know, it wasn't in the surgery package, you know. There were so many questions. So then if you have a drop foot, it's that pain is awful, you know. I don't wish it to anyone. You cannot compare it to the back pain because it's totally different. But what happened to me is after surgery, they asked me right away, first hour after surgery, how's the pain? I said 0. Yeah, but you need to give the from 1 to 10. I said, yeah, then it's 1, but I'm free, you know, there is no pain, only that numbness in my leg.
Yeah.
And then it came back after 3 months, the pain. I was walking my dog outside, and it just out of nowhere, bam, the flash in my right side. At first it was left, and then it was in the right. It was radiating to my right leg. I sneezed, and that's what happened. And I thought, oh no, here we go again. So that was in my head the moment of that.
Yeah.
I had the 3 months of freedom without pain, and here it goes again. And I
Absolutely.
think that thing is gonna be that memory of the pain I had. It's gonna be with me forever for
Of
the rest of
course.
my life. It's not gonna
Yeah.
disappear because it's just the human being natural thing, I
Of
guess.
course. Yeah. And your nervous system won't forget that,
No.
Yeah.
So it's really, you want that fast remedy, you want that fast
Of
solution,
course.
but that's not gonna happen because you really need to slow build it up by yourself and do it consistently. Because I had it by myself. I got fine with last year. Then we moved, with my
Yes.
family to the new house, busy new
Yes.
house, new schools, this and that. And I was so comfortable that I thought, okay, I will skip one day, nothing gonna happen. The next day, oh, I already skipped yesterday. It's fine, I'm just
Yes.
gonna skip it. And I was skipping, and then again that red flag above my head, oh no, that I did not do it, and now I'm
Yes.
feeling it again. I need to go back to my medication, and my medication was just to do my exercises, my mobility,
Absolutely.
and then I'm back on the track again, happy, no pain and nothing.
Yeah.
The
Which
only
means,
thing
sorry,
the
keep
only
going.
thing is only that I need to wake up 20 minutes earlier than I used to wake up before, So
Yeah.
to do my exercises in the morning. That's
Absolutely.
it. That costs 20 minutes. So
Absolutely. Which means in somehow, I think it shows that your body like to move. You know what I mean?
yes.
And your body kind of seek that with pain sometimes. Pain sometimes is not always a bad thing. It just your nervous system asks you to move because sometimes you might have not just those symptoms by overdoing, sometimes by underdoing, which means just sitting
Yes.
around and your body can stiffen up and create similar pattern of pain by you doing nothing. And technically speaking, I think as a human, we are born to move and do things. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And part of our happiness and that those good hormones and happy hormones released by movement and stress,
Yes.
to your
Yes.
muscle. And that's why, like when you do, no matter what type of workout or training, or you go for a walk or you go for a short even jog, 10, 15 minutes even, that really change your nervous
Yes.
system, your mood, your energy level, everything changes and become
Yes.
much more, in my opinion, happier. And plus, if you have had chronic back pain, that gives you a lot of confidence and hope that I'm able to do things. You know what I mean? And I can build up this and gradually get back to some capacity. And I suppose as we get older, our value of life changes. When
Yeah.
you're in your 20s, you want to, I don't know, become marathon runner, if that's your hobbies, or you want to go for I don't know, 3,000, I suppose, what is it, elevation hike or something, depends on your own hobbies. But when you get a little bit older and when you have family, your
It changes.
hobbies changes based
Yes.
on around your family. You want to go for a trip, you want to go for, I don't know, swim, you want to do things with them, and you want to be able to modify your plan and try to do those things with them and stay active.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with me because I was super active before before my kids were born. And then your priority becomes your family, and
Exactly.
your habit changes, everything changes. You're also that your time is also limited because you
I
have
know.
things to do, So
Absolutely. The pressure
that
is
was
there.
the
Yeah,
yeah, it
the
is.
pressure is there.
But if you really want that to live pain-free, you really need to find the time for yourself. I found it 20 minutes in the morning. I just wake up while
Absolutely.
my kids are still sleeping. That's it,
Absolutely.
nothing else. And the
100%.
rest, I just adapted myself. I can find the gap 1 hour, 45 minutes, half hour a day. Each day is different, you know, things happens in your life for everyone.
100%, 100%.
And
Yeah,
you know, I just try to find the gap, and I'm gonna use it. Instead of sitting on the couch and watching Netflix or something, I'm just gonna
yeah,
go for a walk. I'm just
yeah.
gonna go I'm gonna take out my bike. I'm gonna go for a jog, you know, something, because that's where I move. I don't feel pain. I feel happy that I don't feel pain, you know. So
Absolutely.
my problems get a bit on the side for at least 1 hour a
Absolutely,
day.
absolutely. And similarly, one of the things that I really wanted to talk about today as well is that people have this expectation that I wanted to fix my back.
Mhm.
We do not use that terms. When we start a rehab, we're trying to improve your symptoms
Yes.
and improve your life, which means you have to shift your focus and your terminology from fixing this, because you see a lot of videos or stories
Yeah.
in social media that somebody is there and promoting, okay, we're going to fix this and we're gonna cut it out or do something that it just disappeared. You know what I mean? Even you know, I do have video of people in my YouTube channel that they get reabsorption, which looks like, you know, somebody cut that part. You know what I mean? But your body has ability to
Yeah.
reabsorb the disc, and we know that now more than ever. And there's still a lot of people ask me, is this true? Is this real video? Is this Photoshop? Genuinely, and I don't really mind to answer the question, but it is real that people can get reabsorption. Up to 70% of the this extrusions or herniation can actually get better by itself. And the rest of them, it doesn't mean that they don't get better. By time, they do get better. And you just need to have a plan to do
Yes.
things before like just giving up and just resting, because resting alone is not going to really be helpful.
No, 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 no. I have a friend, which one also had herniated this,
Yes.
I think 4 months ago, something like that.
Okay.
Super bad. He could not move anymore. And, you know, the advice was to lay down. So he laid for a month.
Yeah.
And then the advice was to follow the physio. So I told him, I said, you know, it's up to you. I know a guy who can
Yeah.
help you. You
Yes, of
know,
course.
he said, no, I'm fine, no pain. I'm getting medication now. So I'm just gonna live my life on. It's a choice, you know, or you're gonna choose to
It's
live
tough.
not in the fear. And I chose this, so I can manage it my own. Or you
Absolutely.
choose to live in the fear and be,
Absolutely.
you know,
Because, yeah,
he said, wherever I go, there is my medication in the car, there is medication in my wallet, there is medication at
yeah,
home, because you never know, you know, and the medication
yeah.
is the pretty hard, heavy one. I think all the people who have back problems a bit
Yes,
don't know what it is,
yes, of course.
but it's a choice, you know,
Yeah,
you need to choose.
absolutely. But this is a challenging part as well, Raminta. Thanks for reminding to talk about this, because there's a perception is that, okay, when my pain get better, I'm fine. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Which means if you have a disc herniation or extrusion or bulge, whatever, and you get sciatica symptoms or
Mm-hmm.
radiculopathy or radicular pain, you know, and people think that, okay, I have to focus just on my pain, improve my pain, and that's it. The rest is going to be fine. But they do not understand that pain will subside when you rest, obviously,
Yes.
and sometimes it won't actually. It's not for everybody. Sometimes even if you rest, pain doesn't get better, because as soon as you
Yes.
stand up and move around, you get that flare up again.
Yep.
But even though if you got subside of the pain by resting and just, you know, taking medication, you will need to do things in your life, which
Yes.
means no matter how sedentary is your life, you have to sit down, you have to walk, you have to drive, you have to do your day-to-day wash or whatever, you know, and those activity can be challenging. And you will find yourself that, okay, this injury has reduced my daily activity so much that I became a sedentary person who
You are
is,
limited. Yeah.
yeah, live in a box. You're right. And based on that whole lifestyle, um, I totally disagree with rest after injury. You really need to start an active recovery as quick as possible. I'm not saying like immediately 24 hours after your injury. You need probably some rest, but the quicker you start your recovery, the quicker is your recovery going to start. Do you know what I mean? It's just as simple as that, because your body need movement, and when you're not moving, your nervous system become much more aware of you're leaving fear and panic, and your nervous system become more protective. It's just the way that we are wired with that. Protection is the main thing about your nervous system, which means we are constantly trying to analyze, am I in danger? And your brain will tell that, will basically respond to your body and how you move, how you breathe. Are you breathing comfortable? Are you moving comfortable? If you're tensing and you have a fear, your brain is like an AI that can really reassess all of these habitual changes, and based on that, contract, spasm, tighten up, and cause pain to protect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't realize that when you have chronic pain, that protection is 10 times more because of past experiences that you have had in your life. And your brain can't just ease off, because the job of your brain and nervous system is to protect you. As simple as that.
For now, look, I'm still, I'm not doing everything what I used to do. I was really going hard,
Yes,
I can
you were very active. You used to be very active.
I can fix it myself. I can lift this. I can lift that. Now I'm really watching. I'm not gonna. If I need to lift, the crate of drinks or something.
Yes.
I'm thinking, how should I lift it? Should I lift it just like I used to, or should I use my legs?
Exactly.
What do I do? What position my back is? So that one is really in my head, and it's in my brains. It's stuck.
Yeah.
Before I was just doing whatever, this, that, I'm strong woman, I can feed myself.
Yeah.
And now I'm really lifting my daughter. She's now 16 kilo.
Wow.
Lifting her up,
Amazing.
I'm thinking how I'm gonna lift. And if my back is, I feel like a bit stiff or something because I overdid the day before, I'm like, sorry, I'm not gonna lift you up. You have to walk yourself, or I'm gonna sit and then I'm gonna lift it. That one I still have it. I adjust it and I'm totally fine with that.
Good stuff.
I'm not gonna do the I know on my own, let's say deadlifts or something at the gyms.
Yes.
I know that
not yet. Yes, exactly. That's the thing that, honestly, you're definitely right, because I think you have to work around the level that you are.
Yes.
And be patient with that and gradually build that up with the clear guideline.
Yeah. So for me, it took a year to get where I am. Absolutely. My leg is not numb. That's what I mentioned before. I had that 70% of the numbness on my skin. I think that damaged nerve or something. I don't know how this is working. But now with the exercises, it's back. I have tiny little spot on my ankle, which one is still numb. But the rest of the leg, I can really feel it, So
that's amazing.
It really works if you do it. If you just sit and look at that, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. But that's a very important, I suppose, message that you're trying to say now, Raminta. And I really believe in that, because people think that Bob has some secret magic exercises or routine that he doesn't share in YouTube, and he keep it to just give it to people who sign up for a plan. But the reality is that your body has ability to recover, improve, and get better. If you have a clear guideline, it's much easier to follow and have clarity about day-to-day activity that you do. And plus, you will end up with some question in some stage of your rehab that searching on internet could be very difficult to find those answers. Let's say, like, if you get sore and your first answer is, the question is that, did I damage something? You know what I mean? Or if you get some sort of numbness or tingling, or if you want to do some activity that is new, there's always a question, can I do this? And based on your plan, you always can judge things, you know what I mean? Because you have clarity that, what is my capacity? You know what I mean? And that capacity give you some self-trust, because it's data that talk to you, because you know how much you've done, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but having someone on the side who can guide you a bit on the, I also had so many questions. I think I was texting you 2 times a week. I have pain there. What happened? What's this? What's that? Sending videos. I was pointing. I have pain there and pain there. What it is, Those things you need to know. But that one also helps for me. And now also, I have a bit pain there or there. What it is? Oh, he said this and that. It's just sore. I need to do this and that. So having a plan and having someone besides who can explain it how this is working and what you're going through, not on your own. It's totally different than just watching on the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And everyone is having that magical exercise.
Yes.
But it comes to the point. The breathing is super important. How you, when you breathe in, then you breathe out, you know.
Yes.
Your position of your body.
Yes.
Which part needs to work like that?
When you do exercise.
The pelvic rotation, you know.
Yes.
When you breathe in, how long you need to hold it, what you need to do, where is it, what's happening with your abdominal muscles, you know, all those things. It's clear. Then you have someone who can explain you what you do good and what you do. And just regular YouTube exercises, it works. But me personally, I really needed someone to help me, you know, to understand how to do it correctly, and that helped me. And if you 100%. Do it on your own, I think it's fine if you're moving, but if you're, I'm talking from my own side, my own experience.
No, you're definitely right. And I definitely agree with you. Not just the fact that, you know, you have somebody, but there's a lot of things come to that plan as a details that sometimes people don't really understand when they, like, I get at least 10 messages on YouTube, Bob, I have this problem. What should I do? They do not understand that how much details goes through their plan when we work together. It's a lot of customization and modification of their day-to-day routine that I need to know to be able to help them, which means I need to know what you do in the morning, how much do you walk, how much do you sit, what do you eat, what's your rest of the day routine is, what can you do, which means we go through an assessment, which means we look at how much your body is able to do in this stage of your rehab, and we constantly assessing that over the time that we work together. And you get the projection of understanding of these things as well. And you start to learn that it's not about just one exercise or one movement, it's about my routine. And you get a bigger picture of, you know, I need to watch how much I walk, how much I sit, how stressful is my lifestyle, you know, because stress is something that, like, people don't really listen to it or totally ignore it because they don't really see it. But stress is a red flag for pain, which means you have too much stress, you will experience more pain, and vice versa. If you have too much pain, you have more stress as well. It's a vicious cycle. You know what I mean? Now, 100% agree. And when you have those data written there, you start to realize, okay, these are the things that kind of like impact my pain. And my pain is not always coming based on I'm damaging my disc or I'm getting another herniation, because that's the biggest fear, right? Everybody has that fear. Raminta, I can talk about this for another 2 hours, seriously, you know, because I think there's a lot of things goes through that plan. I just want to maybe ask you, like, is there anything else that you think that you find helpful with people, like, I suppose, who has the same problem, and like, I suppose that you want to share with them?
The ones who still just starting to have a pain for a while and don't need a surgery yet, you know, you should really think of the power of exercises. Because as I said, what you learned me, our body is supposed to move, and the movement helps. It heals somehow, you know, everything is connected.
Absolutely.
And if you are thinking of getting the surgery, you know, I would advise also first to have consult with physiotherapist, which one can explain you, check the pictures, you know, MRI scans, X-rays, whatever, I don't know.
Yes.
Check your routine, how you live, what you do, what caused the, in my case, it was herniated disc.
Yes.
What happened, you know, where you made the mistake, or so you can get a bit clear mind, you know, and then you can get the plan how to try, at least give your body a chance
to try it. 100% agree with that. Big time.
You're not gonna lose nothing, you know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But 100%. I really think that it's most, I know, 70-80% of the herniated disc, I guess you can get better by time, by exercises.
And the rest are, it doesn't mean that they don't get better, which means we're talking about reabsorption. Reabsorption happen within 65 to 70% of people that we have data. The rest of them, it doesn't mean that it doesn't reabsorb and they are in pain. They still can adapt. And I do have patients like that who hasn't reabsorbed, but they still don't have any pain. You know what I mean? But absolutely. Brilliant, Raminta. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm delighted with your progress. And we're going to start you on some new moves. And you're doing much more swimming, jogging, bike, and taekwondo now. I'm trying to now to just share with people, update your gym routine and get you to some more weighted exercises and build you more strength, which is exciting because I think you can still mold and shape that body and get it stronger and build up better experiences and habits, you know, daily. And I think that's the power of the routine, that I can say routine, consistency, and having a little bit of clarity is always helps. Thanks again.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you would like to see more testimonial video of my clients who's done already lumbar decompression and surgery, you can check out these two links that I leave for you in this video. These are good, I suppose, information to gain before you jump into the surgery, because any type of invasive treatment has some sort of complication and you better know before you jump into it. If you would like to get a second opinion in regards to your injury, you can always book an online consultation with the link in the description, and we can go through your case, review your MRI, review your injury and your symptoms, and I can give you a feedback what you need to do and get you started on a rehab plan right away. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe my channel for my weekly update, press the like and share this video with your friend and family. Until next week, all the best.